Welcome to our channel. We're all about faith, family, home, and farm. Come on in and grab a chair and sit a spell with us. If you like readable versions of all of our content, be sure to check out both of our blogs. The links to our blogs will always be in the description box below our videos. Hey y'all, welcome to our channel. Welcome to today's video. Yes, I'm losing my voice. I'm hoarse. Hi, I'm hoarse. What's your name? Anyway, y'all, this has been a different kind of season for us, a work season, because, dear hubby took on a extra project to finish out the working season. And it just put us, like, it's got us closer to home. Praise the Lord. And we're able to go back and forth, you know, because he gets breaks in between. And we're able to go back and forth. Come home, do a little something, leave. Come back home, do a little something, leave. But y'all, when you're sliding into home by the skin of your teeth, just in time for the holidays, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I'm not used to this. It's thrown me off my game this year. I don't like it. But this is his job. I really can't complain. It pays the bills, puts food on the table. Okay? So I'm not going to say anything. But, I'm like, some of my time is cut into, you know, just doing all the fun things at Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff. And we've missed a couple of things. But it is what it is. Work is not always going to be perfect. Okay? It's not always going to be perfect. There's going to be times when you're just going to have to put your big boy underwear, your big girl panties on, and deal with it, okay? And when you do have that moment of time to do something, do it well. And you do have that time to spend with family, do it well. So we slid in by Thanksgiving by the skin of our teeth. Dear hubby took on this extra little project, put him closer to home, but still having a little extra work, little extra time. But he let me come home to get ready for Thanksgiving. And I got to do that. I still got to make my big Thanksgiving meal and do all the fun things, roast that turkey, make all my favorite sides, and got to have Thanksgiving with our family. Yes, it was a little rushed, but we did it. We pulled it off. We did it. We got to spend time with the granddaughters. They were off for Thanksgiving break. And then got to cook all of our favorites. I got to do some things with my granddaughters, crafts and stuff, and just sitting down and relaxing, reading some books, playing some games. And I got to get ready for Thanksgiving. And then dear hubby just slid in for Thanksgiving. And I know it was different for him too. And then after Thanksgiving, we got to spend time with family, had a big old family get together. And then he had to go back, let me stay for just a little bit to start decorating, stuff like this for Christmas. And then get a little bit done, spend some time with the granddaughters, decorate, stuff like that. Then meet him out there, spend some time with him, going back and forth, because it's like the granddaughters, Christmas lunch at school, things like that, Christmas break, stuff like that. And then getting ready for all the things I love to do at Christmas. All my baking, all my goodies, all my gift planning and gift giving and wrapping gifts and all such as that. Spending time with granddaughters again, Christmas break. So, yes, going back and forth, man, it will wear you out. but it's not far. So we are able to go back and forth. So like I said, I'm really not complaining. The point I'm trying to make is when you do have those increments of time to do something, do it. Spend that time with that family. Do those things with those kids. Do what you can when you can, how you can. Okay? And then my point being, when I'm going back and forth, oh my gosh, since we are going back and forth this time for this job, finishing out the season, we're like, I'm not hauling my kitchen box, not hauling my table, my cleaning box, nothing like that. We are making meals on the whim, buying things from the grocery store that are already pre-prep, kind of maybe halfway cooked, like a rotisserie chicken, and then just something that's some sides that you just open up and eat, like potato salad, something like that, or something that I can just kind of like heat up in the microwave. I mean, I'm not hauling all my dishes and stuff back and forth. Too much loading and unloading vehicles. We're making do. We're making do. Okay, we're kind of like being those college kids, making do with what we can, with a microwave, and just like, and we're not eating out all the time. Still, we still can find things that we can fix. And every once in a while, yeah, we'll order a pizza. Or maybe go get something like maybe a hamburger, sweet potato fries, something like that. We're making do. And if we do go grocery shopping, like y'all know, when we travel, my grocery shopping's different. When we get home, my meal planning's different. My meal planning and grocery shopping is different when we're traveling than when we're at home. My meal planning can't get much simpler at home than, I'll show you. And I love it when we are home because meal planning kind of looks like this. You kind of reach in here and pull a meat of your choice from Teddy. Okay? Teddy was a steer that we had butchered. Yeah. Pick a meat, any meat. Now, dear hubby does have to get us some more pork loins. I think he does it pork butts, and get back to making us some more. This is the last bit of some pork butts that he had. And he mixed this up for me one little small trip when he come home. And I'm like, we really need some sausage. So he did up a little small batch of Italian sausage. Now, we got to get some more pork butts next time they go on sale. And he's going to do our breakfast sausage. So those are going to go here in these empty spots. We got to restock for that. But Teddy's in the freezer. There is a pork roast here. There's some chicken down in the bottom. Okay? Vegetables. Pick a vegetable. We have squash, zucchini, cut in all different kinds of ways. We have little cubes. We have rounds. We have long, where are they? Oh, long strips like for lasagna noodles. We have okra, fried okra in the dough. We have pureed, I think this might be butternut squash. Let's see. Oh, I didn't label this. This is either pureed butternut squash or pureed pumpkin. Oh, we got some frozen potatoes here that I can either do scallops or I can do French fries. We have peppers, onions from the garden. We have corn from the garden. Oh, I have butternut fries down here and sweet potato fries down here. And pick another vegetable in a jar. Any vegetable. We got pickles up top. plus some tinctures up top from herbs I grew in the garden. We have, now, these turnip greens are not mine. I don't grow them. I don't eat them. If I wanted to graze, if I was a cow, I'd go graze on grass, but I don't like turnip greens. Those are some of his mamas that she made, and he needs to get back to eating them because I just don't do turnip greens. I have some homemade pork and beans that I did with pinto beans. Here's some of our pickled banana peppers, pickled eggs, green beans, pick a jar. I've got some little new potatoes in a jar. I've got potatoes back there. I gotta catch potatoes when they go on sale again, can some more. I've got, this one is actually pinto beans and ham. This is like a mild sauerkraut cabbage like that I use in different recipes. More pickled eggs for these granddaughters. I have, these are actually sweet potatoes, dry packed sweet potatoes. Regular pinto beans. These are with ham. These are just regular. Oh my gosh, the things I do with pinto beans and ham, refried beans, more baked beans. I can turn them into baked beans. I can turn them into pork and beans. Fiesta beans, ranch style beans. Oh, I feel like Forrest Gump. Fried shrimp, grilled shrimp. Okay, you know, in his movie. Okay, I can do everything with pinto beans. Kidney beans for like soups, tortilla soup, chicken taco soup, black-eyed peas. This is pumpkin. Canned pumpkin. I did pumpkin 5 different ways. This one is in a broth. Oh, okay, all of these are the same way. This is in like a broth. I did some, no, this is y'all, I can't remember. I got them labeled anyway. This is butternuts, canned butternut squash down here. I did them 5 different ways. Here is some butternut squash soup that I can. Turkey broth, chicken broth, vegetable broth, you know, that I make. Here we go with all of our pasta sauce that I use for pastas, lasagnas, pizza sauce, marinara, soup. I can take this and turn this into tomato soup. Oh, my mama's jellies, our applesauce, apple butter, pear honey, all her jellies. Salsas that I made one year. There's enchilada sauce back through there. More beans and just extra surplus. Pickled onions, roasted tomatoes, some more broth. Here is some of my caramelized onion gravy. Pickled okra. Blech. They're for the granddaughters. I don't do okra except but fried. This is theirs, okay? More pickles, more roasted tomatoes, roasted peppers, and then more green beans down here. Now, this year we are going to have to focus on, in the garden, for the 2026, garden season, we are going to have to focus on, if I do any tomatoes, I'm only going to do just maybe like 1 or 2 plants where we can have some fresh eating tomatoes. And the granddaughters, a couple of little cherry tomato plants because they love just sitting and eating little tomatoes for snackies. And I'd rather them snack on that than a bag of chips, okay, with lunches and stuff. Oh, during the summertime, lunches are so easy for them because they like raw peppers, dipping them in ranch. I can open up a jar of pickled okra, pickled vegetables. Oh, that's another thing I got to do. We are on our last jar of pickled vegetables, and they're about to have a meltdown. This is our last jar of pickled vegetables. Okay, girlfriend. I can still hook you up. Pickled vegetables. They like cauliflower, carrots, celery, and radishes. Pickled vegetables. Okay? And, oh yeah, my pickles, my zucchini pickles. So lunchtime during the summer is no problem at all. And then they eat some of those like as sides for meals in the evening time if they're at my house, our house, Poppy and G-Mall's house. My point being, and, let's see, right now, I'm like, I do have to go to the grocery store here in just a few minutes because it's like to buy things that I can't buy. I don't have to buy pie crusts. I can make my own. I don't have to buy bread. I can make my own. But kids, it's hard transitioning them over to homemade bread because they're so used to store-bought bread. We're working on that. If I run out of pasta, we can get in here and have a little play day and a fun day and make our own pasta. They love getting in the kitchen with me and doing that stuff. And we can whip us up some pasta, ground beef, spaghetti sauce in the jar. There you go. I can whoop up a loaf of bread and we can have like a garlic toast with it or just some bread. Y'all, it's easier for me to come up with meal planning at home. And I know a lot of people can't do this. A lot of people don't grow their own garden. But I don't stress over mealtime when I'm at home. I'm like, let's see what we got. Let's see what we can come up with. I've even taught the granddaughters. I have every single one of Pioneer Woman's recipe books. And our granddaughters are visual learners. I got one that's a visual eater. If she looks at it and she don't like the way it looks, she's not going to try it. She's not going to eat it. Bless her heart. She's like her daddy. I got one that'll try everything. Like her Uncle Dallas. He would eat anything. He'd try anything. Let's see what this tastes like. I don't like that. Oh, I love this. And he could come up with meals. He still can do it as a young adult, him and his wife. He can come up with a meal on a whim, just like me. And I've been teaching them to look at the pictures of what it looks like when it's plated up. Do you want to try this or not? And then I'm like, write that page number down of that recipe, that picture, and we'll try it. It's getting them involved in the meal planning and trying new things. Because you got to get kids to try new things, y'all. It's not easy. And we're saving those page numbers. I'm like, okay, put that piece of paper in that recipe book. And let's do that. And they have wrote down their page numbers and everything in this little notebook. And then they put that piece of paper in that recipe book. And then we'll swap books. The other one will find something that they like in that book, write that page number down, and if we duplicate pages, that's fine. That just means they both want to try it. But I'm like, okay, now a lot of this stuff we already have on hand. We don't have to go buy. So if they go with me on a grocery trip to town, that's where teaching them how to grocery shop comes in hand. I've taught them how to compare prices, things like that, get them to count. Is this lesser or is this more? Which one's bigger? Teaching them how to economy grocery shop and budget grocery shop. Y'all, you can teach kids anything. But my point being, I know everybody can't do what we do. You can't, I don't grow my own garden. I don't have all that stuff in my freezers. I don't have all this stuff. No, but I am. You don't have to grow your own garden. You can actually support your local farmers. Get signed up to a co-op. There is companies that do like second-hand boxes where it could be just a little spot on a pepper that they can't give to the grocery store. But they don't want to throw it away either. Check and see if there's some of those places in your area. Check on Facebook Marketplace all time during the summer. People, they've got corn for sale. So many bushels for so many dollars. People are just trying to sell surplus of what they're growing instead of like leaving bags of zucchini on their neighbor's front doorstep. They're just trying to get rid of something extra that they have. Check into all kinds of those things if you can't grow your own garden, okay? And But, you know, like meal planning for me comes easy when we're at home and it's less stressful. So a lot of our big family get together meals is like sometimes what I've already got on hand. And then sometimes when we're on work trips, my meal planning and my cooking is a lot different, especially if we're just going back and forth and we're not going to be there very long. I won't haul all my boxes. I won't make my dear hubby get all that stuff in my truck and unpack it and help me, all such as that. And we do the best we can. We shop from the grocery store and just different things like that. Get creative with your cooking and your baking. Start out with if you want to stock your pantries, you know you're going to need staples like flour, sugar, what else? Flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, yeast if you want to make bread or pizza crust, stuff like that. Stock your pantries. When they go on sale, maybe buy 2. Okay? And then put one back. Start you a closet. Start you a pantry of like overflow. But you do have to start with stocking your pantry with your staples first. And then when you're cooking and get your canned goods out of the way. Stock up on you some canned goods. When they go on sale, go ahead and stock up. Get into a membership like Sam's or Costco, things like that. When they go on sale, maybe grab 2 or 3 when they go on sale. Watch those sales, y'all. Watch those sales. I'm going to finish talking to y'all in the truck so I can get to town, okay? I just have to pick up a few things that we don't grow, I can't make. But I happen to think of one thing. I've got to get some more chicken because we don't grow our own chickens. Now, this is another thing that you can, let me back up just a minute. This is another thing that you can do. Y'all, if you know of a farmer that raises their own beef and sells it, raises pigs, sells them, raises chickens and sells them, try to get in with them and into like a share of theirs. I am fixing to want to get into a herd share program for cow's milk and goat's milk. There's a few people, just a big old pothole in the driveway. There's a few people in at our church that has herd shares, and I'm like, oh, me. Hello, Mr. Bull. Hello, Mr. Bull. Y'all, we are loving this new fencing on right here where you can just look out our dining room table window and just see cows. Oh, y'all, that's bright. I'm so sorry, y'all. Where you can just see cows. Oh, y'all, that's bright. Okay, you're just going to get a highlight of my chin here for a second till I hit some shade. Anyway, find someone. Where was I? I lost my train of thought because I'm trying to find the road. It's so bright. I'm on this side. The sun's right here right now. I'm going towards the sun. Okay. I want to get into some herd shares myself. I don't raise dairy goats anymore. I had to let that chapter close in my life long time ago. And because I just got worse, okay? Couldn't do it anymore. And I do miss the goat milk, though, and all the benefits. And I miss making some of my cheeses. So I want to find some of them where I can get into some herd shares and get some fresh goat milk again and possibly some cow's milk. Because I would really like to start making some of our own butter and, like using the cream and making our own butter. Oh, y'all, we already are into like not a herd share, but whenever he has some available, the guy that we get like a whole hog from, and he raises them, he butchers them, all that stuff packages them, and whatever, and we buy a whole hog from them. We don't have to do the raising. I would like to find somebody who does chickens. But that's probably like later down the road. Now, I have told dear hubby, when you retire, I'm going back to just low scale, raising some chickens, the eggs, and then we're going to raise meat birds. He kind of like wants to take over the meat bird portion. And then I want to do like the pretty little hens and have me some eggs, okay? And so I want to do that. Y'all, when I turn up here, I'll be going a different direction, and it won't be so much in my eyes, and you won't get it like a chin shot. Anyway, so that's, and you see we have beef in our freezer because now we raise our own Angus beef, and we send it to a butcher. They package it and everything. Then we go back and pick it up, fill our freezer, and find someone that maybe you can buy something from, okay? Because let me tell y'all, meat prices and stuff in the grocery store is not like they used to be. Not like they used to be. Can't see the road. Okay, there we go. Not like it used to be. It benefits us just to raise our own beef, okay? Because the way the beef prices are, and that, y'all, don't even start with the administration, because I don't care what administration was in office at the time. It's been going on for a long time, okay? It doesn't matter what administration, so don't even go there with me. I don't want to discuss politics in my comments. That's a no-no. But if it can benefit you to raise something or grow something, do it, so you can fill your freezers and your pantries. Get into herd share programs. Find somebody that's wanting to get rid of something or barter or sell something because they've just got a surplus, okay? Find those people, okay? And, you know, like I said, when he retires, I'm going back to chickens. Which way do I want to go? There's a car coming. I can't go yet. There's two ways I can get to town, y'all. Y'all, that just looks awful, don't it? Oh, my gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm fixing to turn. My turn. Okay. Anyway, find those people. Find those people that's wanting to get rid of those vegetables, those green beans, that corn. Oh, y'all, FFAs. Check into the school programs. Our local high school in the FFA program, they grow the corn. And every year, when it's time to harvest the corn, they will sell it. And they advertise it and everything, all on the school boards, all, you know, the school forums and all such as that. Send out messages, stuff like that. And the money goes back into the school in their FFA program. Find schools, organization, county extension offices. Y'all, in your state, go to your county extension offices in your county, and sometimes they have a list of farms that's like ours is called Pick Tennessee, okay? They have a list of farms that, like blueberries, strawberries, the FFA for corn, like you pick farms. You go pick your own. Or they pick it and sell it, and you just come pick it up. Whatever. Find those programs. I thought I was going to be away from the sun. Anyway, find those programs. Find those people. Support those people instead of, like, you know, sometimes the local grocery store. But I know sometimes people rely on the local grocery stores. Food banks. Sometimes food banks, people will bring fresh food. Farmers markets, things like that. Find out where some people are going to be setting up for local farmers markets. Then bring that stuff home. Preserve it. Either in the freezer or in a jar. I don't care how you do it. You can freeze it, you can can it, you can dehydrate it, you can freeze dry it. Y'all, that's one thing I really want to get on my next journey of preserving food is a freeze dryer. But let me tell y'all something. Those things are investments. I'm gonna have to really sweet talk dear hubby, or I don't know. I don't know, but I want one. I want one. Maybe someday I can get me one and learn how to do some freeze drying. Our son that's in the military, he's like, you can just send me some freeze-dried food. I'm used to it anyway because of the MREs. They have to eat when they're out in the field sometimes. He's like, I'm used to them anyway. You just pour water in it and reconstitute it. I'm good. So he can survive off those. But y'all, my point being, find something to do with that food. Find it when it's on sale. Stock your pantries. Use your coupons. Get those tabloids. I know they don't do a lot of paper tabloids anymore. And if you want the tabloids, you got to pay for the better subscription to the newspaper, or go get just that one newspaper that time of the week and go get that newspaper and get those tabloids. Y'all, just put the apps on your phone and do the keeping up with the sales that way. When they run sales, maybe buy double, okay? Stock your pantry. To make meal planning easier, do a lot of your meal prep ahead of time. Cut those vegetables up. Get them prepped and get them in bags and get them ready. Things like that. If you're going to make a recipe one night for supper, just double it and make one for now. Put the other one up for later in the freezer and just label it. Y'all, these chaotic school nights, school days, things like that. Hey, I'm no stranger to that. This is my second rodeo, not my first. And really my third, because I've been on the homeschooling end and then I've been on the public school end. Half of that 12 years, I was on my schedule, but still had extracurricular activities. Then I was on the other 6 years of public school schedule and extracurricular activities. So look, y'all, I've straddled the fence. I've done both. I know what to do. Make one for now, have one for later. Okay? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's better. I can see now. Make one for later. These chaotic school nights, you've got to come up with a plan and a flow that fits you and what works for you and your family. Let's see, what other tips can I just throw at you before I get to the grocery store? Getting back to the chicken part, we buy chickens. Our granddaughters love chicken nuggets and chicken strips and French fries. Well, guess what? I can do that. I'm fixing to teach my granddaughters, and I've done it before, but they were a little younger, and one of them remembers more than the other, but that's okay. I'm fixing to show them how to make some homemade chicken strips. That's probably a little better, okay? We're just going to take our chicken strips. We're going to cut them in strips. We're going to dredge them in some egg and then throw it over into some flour with some seasonings, and we're going to fry those babies up. They're going to learn today how to make their own chicken strips. So that's the reason why I got that on my list, is to get some chicken breasts. And I'm going to buy some while they're on sale. That was my whole point. Also, I was trying to make going to the grocery store. I found some things on sale, so I'm fixing to put in the freezer. I'm going to show them how to make their own chicken strips. And then y'all saw I've got frozen potatoes, cut into strips, French fries in the freezer. So yes, I'm going to show them how to fry them up. Some French fries that I didn't grow them, y'all. I don't buy potatoes. I don't grow potatoes anymore because, y'all, our local grocery store will sell 20-pound bags of russet potatoes for like $3. Heck yeah! I'm gonna go buy about 100 pounds worth. Yes! And then when they put sweet potatoes on sale, yes! Don't think I won't. And I will go and get about 5 bags, and I will bring those up, and I will can half, freeze the other half. So I've got potatoes on hand. Green beans, corn, potatoes is some of our staples. Okay? I'm getting a little stuffy. I'm beginning to lose my voice. I see where I was out of carrots too, so I need to catch carrots when they're on sale. I can't grow carrots for the life of me. I don't know if it's me, or if carrots just don't like me, or it's just my soil. Maybe my soil is just not good enough to do carrots. I don't know, but I can't. I've tried 5 times, 5 different years to grow carrots in different ways, and I just can't do it. I go buy them. I can either buy the little baby carrots, because dear hubby loves glazed carrots. Like, just open up a jar, put it in some butter and some brown sugar, and have some glazed carrots as a side dish to go with a meal. And y'all, there we go. I can open up a jar of my potatoes, and I can either boil them, I can mash them, I can do potato salad, I can fry those babies up. So many things I do with potatoes, okay? And a lot of me cooking at home is me showing y'all how to use your home canned or home frozen goods in recipes. And putting together a meal and meal planning and having them on hand. But if you don't grow your own garden, go find them on sale at the grocery store. Buy in bulk. Buy what you can. Bring it home and find a way to preserve it. And then if you can't find it at the grocery store, and if you want to grow it, y'all catch my gardening playlist, where I take you through a whole season of my garden and how we plant everything, how we harvest it, how we put it up either in a jar or in the freezer. And catch my canning and preserving playlist, where we take all that stuff and it gets in the jar in the freezer. And then catch some of my Hey Gmo, what's for supper playlist, things like that, on how I use a lot of my home canned goods in cooking, where you can put some recipes together. But catch your sales. Find those people selling those things. Those people where you can get into herd shares or co-ops, or buying that go in with another family and get a half a cow, a half a hog, some chickens. Go in and get a half or something if you can't get a whole. If you don't have the freezer space for a whole, go in with another family and y'all split the cost. Y'all, there's ways to do this and still put food on your table, meal plan, preserve those things, and stay a whole lot healthier. Like I said, I'm just going to pick up some things today that we don't have in the freezer and we don't grow, and no herd shares. I think I saw the other day where there is another farm locally that has gotten into selling chickens. I may hook up with them and see about starting to get us some chickens that way. So we will have beef, pork, and chicken in our freezer, and we will be supporting local people. And y'all, I'd rather do that, okay? But I am in the middle of town now. I'm fixing to be at the store. I need to keep my eyes on the road. So I hope y'all have found this. I know I've just blurted everything out in a hurry, but whether you get it from the store, or you get it, you grow it, or you find somebody to buy it from, preserve it, get it in your freezer, your whatever, find a way to preserve it, stock your pantries, buy those things on sale. Catch my, if you want more grocery shopping tips on how to outsmart and save money on your grocery budget, because I give y'all some tips and tricks that grocery stores use to hook you to buy this product instead of buying this product, and how you can save money. Y'all, go check out my grocery shopping and meal planning list. I can save you some money on your grocery budget, okay? I'm going to pay attention to the road. I'm in town now. I'm off the little back roads. I'm in town. I feel like Ma and Pa Ingalls. They get in their wagon and they make that trip to town. and go back out to the prairie. Okay, so anyway, I'm almost there, and y'all catch some of those things, okay? Catch some of those playlists, and I hope I've gave you some tips that will help you catch those playlists, catch that advice and those tips and tricks, and start writing some things down, and get ready to save some money on your next grocery budget, and learn how to put some great nutritious meals on the table, and meal planning made easy. And on these chaotic nights, here's another tip before I get there. On these chaotic nights, school nights, get those crock pots out, get those instant pots out, those roasters, whatever. Get something in there the morning of or something like that, and do some better meal planning to make your chaotic school nights flow a little smoother, and you're not spending so much time in the kitchen, that you can spend more time with them, helping with homework, reading, studying for tests. Their education comes first before all these extracurricular activities. Don't get me started on that. That's a whole nother soapbox. Catch that video where I say, parents, it's your responsibility. Oh, y'all got to catch that video. Okay, anyway, I'm fixing to be here. I hope y'all have found this video helpful and informative. And I will catch y'all. Y'all fix to catch my chin again, y'all. I will catch y'all in the next video. I'm not done yet. And another thing. Okay, anyway, y'all, if you want to know, like, how to save some more money, buy those staples that you can to make things homemade. Of course, it's going to take you just a little bit more time, but you save more money that way, like making bread, for example. Okay, y'all, if you want to know how to make homemade bread, pie crust, pizza crust, biscuits, tortillas. Oh my gosh, me and the granddaughters just got in the kitchen the other night. We whipped us up some flour tortillas, and we had tacos. I let them come up with the ideas of what they wanted to stuff in their tacos. One just wanted meat and cheese. The other one wanted all this stuff in it. I had it on hand. And we got in there in the kitchen and we whipped us up some tacos real quick and ate on them things for like 2 nights. So y'all, get your kids in the kitchen. Start teaching them how to cook. If you want to learn how to make bread and all that other stuff, y'all, check out my Bread Making for Beginners series. Okay, now I think I'm done. I got to get in the store. I'm burning daylight here, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I promise I'm done this time.